This is one of your favorite hours, America. It's a Millionaire theme hour. We are going to take calls from the mythical creature known as the Millionaire today. And calls from millionaires only because we want to learn on your behalf and let you learn as you listen what they've done, how they've lived, how do you become one, what are the habits of a millionaire. Because, hey, the theory is if you were to do the habits of a millionaire, then you would become a millionaire. If you do the habits of poor people, money habits of poor people, then you would be poor people, right? Yeah, pretty simple stuff. So we're going to follow that, you know? And so if I want to get skinnier, what do? I talk to skinny people, right? That's what I want to do. That's how I do it. I want to learn how they did that. If I want to be married a long time, I don't talk to somebody who's been married 20 minutes. I want to talk to somebody who's been married 64 years. How'd you do that? In business, we call that best practices. You find a successful business and you emulate the practices of that business. In wealth building, we call it best practices. You find someone successful at building wealth and you emulate, you copy what they've been doing in their lives. And also in the process of doing this, we get to put to bed, go ahead and dispute with actual facts some of the mythology going around in the political world out there that millionaires have all inherited their wealth. Millionaires are all crooks. Millionaires are all famous entertainers or athletes. Millionaires are all brilliant. They have high GPAs. They all have 4.2. I'm not a rocket scientist, Dave. Well, turns out that those are all myths, and you'll see it as we talk to folks today. $1 million net worth is what a millionaire is. It's not someone that makes $1 million a year, contrary to what some idiot politicians say. They don't even know the definition of the word. The word means $1 million net worth. Your net worth is calculated by what you own minus what you owe. Your assets minus your liabilities equals $1 million. Then you are a millionaire. So if you have a $1 million home and it is paid for, you are by definition a millionaire. Boom, just like that. Assuming you don't have a bunch of other debts, right? But what you own minus what you owe, it is not your income. It is a net worth calculation, and that determines that you're a millionaire. And so that's what we're going to do. And by looking at someone's net worth and what it's composed of, we can kind of tell how they got to this point of winning with money. There's approximately 10 million millionaires in America today. 88% of them, that's 9 out of 10, are first-generation rich, started with nothing. And they left the cave, killed something, and drug it home. So let's talk to a couple of them. We're going to start with Matt in South Bend, Indiana. Matt, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dave. Glad to be talking with you.
You too, man. So what is your net worth, sir?
Net worth is $1.6 million.
Okay, cool. And what is that invested in?
It's invested in stocks and bonds and some cash.
About how much?
65% in stocks and about 35% in bonds and 5% in cash.
Of the 1.6?
Yes.
You don't have any real estate?
Well, just the house we have, which house is valued at $200,000, and we have about $70,000 in equity on that.
Okay, so it's not paid for.
A little bit in real estate.
Okay, all right. So the house is not paid for.
No, it's not.
Okay, you owe $130 on it. All right, and then the rest. So the rest of it is all in stocks and bonds and cash. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
And what is your? How old are you?
58.
Okay, cool. How much of this did you inherit?
Really very little. My father passed in October, and we got about $30,000 he left for me, and about the same amount for my brother.
Okay. So obviously this wealth did not come from him. What's been your income over your working lifetime?
Well, I
average
started
or range?
Entry level 35 years ago, and $13,000, or excuse me, $16,000, and then made as much as $120,000.
Okay. All right. So you've averaged, if we guessed, we'd say you averaged around 100.
75 or 80,000.
75 to 80. All right. Cool. And what's your career field?
Career field was management and manufacturing company.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you have a degree?
I do. I have a bachelor's degree in chemistry and an MBA.
Okay. All right. And what was your GPA on your bachelor's?
About 2.6.
Okay. All right. Good. I love it. That's perfect. So where did this money come from? I mean, how did you get to that making 75 or 80 a year?
Well, I had the good fortune to listen to someone when I was very early at the company I was working with, and they said, "Hey, Huff, you don't need to be buying a lot of different things. You need to save your money for retirement." Mm-hmm. So I listened to him, and we just saved really from the very beginning, slow and steady, in a 401k type plan.
Okay, so your 401k has given you great returns over these years, because obviously making that kind of money added all up hardly equals 1.6. So the growth on your accounts must have been really good.
It's been fully invested in mutual funds and a little bit in bonds, but mostly in equities.
Okay, all right, very cool. All right, sounds familiar.
Also fortunate that the company also had a pension that it was frozen some years ago. Mm-hmm. So I did have benefit of both a pension for a while as well as the 401k.
Okay, it doesn't sound like it, but you didn't use any debt to grow this wealth. You didn't invest using borrowed money, right?
No.
Okay.
Never did.
All right. And what part has giving played in your financial plan?
It's been important to us. We've been consistent givers to our church as well as to organizations such as the United Way and all. And over the last couple of years, we've kind of recognized we've been very fortunate and been able to give more randomly, with a purpose.
Sure. Sure.
Targeted.
What's the most expensive pair of jeans you ever bought?
It was last week. They were $42.90.
Whoa, $43. You're busting out here, man. So, and before you were a millionaire, how many brand new cars did you buy?
We've had 4 cars and new cars in our married life, and the last one was in '87.
Okay. You bought a car back in '87 new.
Yeah, we still don't have that one. We have others, but
I love it.
But they've all been used.
Cool. So if you were talking to the 25-year-old version of you that's listening right now, what would you tell them? Because you're a millionaire and they want to know what to do.
I tell them to start early and stay consistent, stay with it. I'd also tell them that emergency fund is really crucial for your peace of mind. It's incredible the lift that you get when you realize you have that cushion. And so don't overlook that in your plan. And I think about starting early, what it does is it gives you options later in life, when you're 55 or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, that really was an important part for my wife and I, the options piece, because a year ago in January, I died.
Oh, my gosh.
I was playing basketball and had sudden cardiac arrest.
Wow. Yeah, that makes a difference, having that margin. Well, Matt, thank you for sharing. You're a great American hero, brother. I love it. It's a Millionaire Theme Hour on the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show. And so you have to break the cycle. You have to flip this thing on its head and make it behave. You've got to get so fired up and wired up that your broke friends think you've lost your mind.